And hey, what's up YouTube, Episkate NYC here, and today we have the Nike jerseys. On the left we have the game, and on the right we have the Elite. Now if you guys already know, Nike does the jersey for all 32 teams for the NFL, and the games usually go between 95 to 100 bucks, while the Elites go for 250. So right over here, let's start with the game. These are both New York Giants jerseys of Eli Manning, and what I have here is actually a woman's game jersey, so it's going to be fitted more for the curves of a woman, but quality-wise, it's going to be the same thing from man to woman. Now, what they feature here is silicone screen printed numbers. You have a nice soft touch, so let me see if I can get down here. If I get that into focus, you guys can see that polyester is kind of sparkling there. That's the stitching, and right over here it ends here. It's nice and smooth. It has a matte type of finish, and it has a nice look to it too. This is reproduced both on the numbers and the nameplate in the back, and the logos, and also the team symbol right here. Now, let me see, the tags throughout this jersey. You can find the jog tag. It will tell you who made it, the NFL players, on-field information, how it's engineered, and of course the Nike symbol. In here you'll find where it's made, and some cleaning instructions on the reverse right there. Most noticeably, excuse me now, is the new NFL shield that's found on these. They're made out of some sort of rubber type of material. It's really nice and on there, and you guys can notice that it links up at the collar right here, like Nike used to do back in the early 90s when they did the jersey for the NFL. Also in here you guys can see that it's really stitched on there. It's nice and stuck there, so it's not going to come off if you were to do any cold laundry or maybe some dry cleaning, so it's really on there. This screen printing is also found with the logos. You guys can see this, the Nike symbol right here on the shoulders, as well as the number 10 for the player number, also on the shoulders. A nice clean finish right there. As for the tag, there's actually no more tags. These tags are now screen printed too, so you guys can see all the information here is right there. And same idea on the back, everything's screen printed too with the numbers and the nameplate, the player. Everything here is pretty simple. So you guys have an idea now of how this looks in terms of stitching on the materials. Nike has given the ventilated type of material. They put that on the sides now, so you no longer have that running throughout the entire jersey as Reebok used to do. You only have that running through the sides, which is great for stretchiness for certain areas that need to be which will aid to mobility if you're walking around or just turning around or something. If I were to show you this now on the Elite, this is a lot different. Now this guy over here is a men's Elite. I believe they only come in men. I haven't seen a women's Elite at all. And this entire jersey is much more heavier. As I move this, you could see that this is you know, much more thinner in fabric, and it's a lot more thicker. You hear that noise? It sounds a lot more thicker too. So let's look at this right now. The numbers, the nameplates, everything here. Let me see if I can show you that. Everything here is stitched, and it has a nice look to it. Again, it has that matte type of numbering. It's not a reflective, shiny material, which you'll find on certain fake jerseys. The team symbol is fully stitched, as you guys can see that over here. And looking in the inside, you guys can see it's reinforced right there, which is pretty cool. The NFL shield, again, is also made out of this weird rubber type of material, some sort of silicone base. I'm not too sure, but it looks really nice. The difference doesn't really seem too much from the game. It has a reflection on it. This one is not too reflective, but whatever. It's pretty cool to have, nonetheless. Now, looking at the shoulders, we do have the number 10 for Eli Manning. Again, that is stitched right there. A nice fine material. This is the Nike symbol. Again, this should be stitched with a nice little perimeter. You see the perimeter around the check. That is stitched around there too, like a little type of frame. And just before we flip this jersey over, I also want to show you the tags too. So over here, the jog tag is reflective when you bend it towards the light. You have the same idea. You have the little NFL shield, NFL players, the size. This is a size 40, which is equivalent to a medium. And the little Nike check right there. When you flip this inside out, you should also find a tag of where this was made, which, looking at this was also made in Honduras, with instruction on how to clean in the back. Pulling this down, you'll find the same thing right over here a little dark, so let me show that. It's a much more better quality inside, but this tag is also put onto the back of the jersey for it can minimize irritation for people that wear it. Shows you the size, on field. You have this nice little reflective type of thing underneath the registration number. Pretty cool. Shows you that's a 40. That's also medium, and it tells you the NFL players and other information down there. So guys, let me just flip this over. Again, this is the back of the jersey. The numbers again are stitched. This is very nice quality, and the nameplate is also stitched onto this jersey, as well as the letters of the player's name. So let me see if I get that into focus for you guys. It's a very clean finish. The numbers are all straight, and it also feels very nice too. So guys, you guys are probably wondering what's the difference here. Well, I just showed you the quality. The quality here is a lot different. For one, it's a lot more heavier. It's a lot more thicker. And in terms of elasticness, let me show you what we have over here. So let me go ahead and try to stretch some of this. Hold the camera for me. Thank you. So this is the jersey right over here. I'm going to stretch this for you. Pretty elasticy if I take it, pull it. Pretty nice. If I take the game jersey though, it's not as, it's pretty elasticy too, but it has some more strength. Not as elasticy. And if I shake it, you guys can see the light materials used. If I shake this one, not so much. This is much more heavier. And it's an overall nice jersey. Thank you. One other thing that's different between these two jerseys is this flywire. Flywire, I think it's called Flywire, that Nike has incorporated into new jerseys. It's basically a little system that goes around the collar, and it's just gonna keep the shape of the collar so it doesn't get raggedy after you know, a lot of usage. And it's just some really strong stitching that's done over here, and it's reinforced by this shiny material. I'm not too sure what it is, but you guys can see I'm pulling on that. It doesn't really stretch at all. It's gonna keep its shape. Over here you don't get the flywire, excuse me. It is a little much more stretchier, but overall I'm pretty sure that little NFL shield should keep its shape regardless, so it's not really a big thing to me. So one thing I do like about this is the new little feature. You guys probably heard that these certain jerseys are waterproof. So this is the game right over here. Again, this is the $100 version. This is the basic one. If I pour water on this, it just absorbs it. It seeps right through the jersey. If I do it to this one though, now it does it at certain areas. You guys can see it seep through right over here, but on the edges it didn't seep through. It is completely water resistant right over there. I can just brush that right off. It's very nice to have that whether you go to a game or and it starts to rain, or you know, even the players. Now if you OD with the water, it should start to seep in. But you see it's just rolling here. Pretty cool, but let's just run that off. See it's starting to seep in. It's not 100% water resistant, but it is pretty good. So that's the Elite right over there. If you guys are wondering how these do look on people, I have Jessica right over here. She's trying on the game, and you guys can see that it has a very nice slender look for the women. It's pretty comfortable and loose where it needs to be. Turn around for me. And it fits pretty nicely. You know, it doesn't have the stitching like the Authentic, but still, from far away, this thing looks absolutely great. And this is something that you would want to wear at a you know, maybe a get-together with the family or with your friends, whatever you want to do. Go around town. Now, if you hold this for me, I'm going to go ahead and try this jersey on now, just to give you an idea how the Elites look. Now, you guys can see that this is a lot baggier on a guy. It does have space where you would need it in terms of stretching. It does move with me. It's not too tight. If I raise my arms and stuff, it does move with me. It's not going to keep me really still. It does help me with my mobility. And again, it does stretch. You guys can see it does stretch. Very cool jersey, and you know, it does make the shoulders look a little bit more brolic. So it's a nice jersey overall. Definitely compliments the guy's figure. as well as that game for the women. Again, I think it looked pretty good. Anyway guys, this is just a basic review of the new Nike jerseys, and I hope you liked it. Go Giants.